Renee, and I'm back and I'm better. And I'm just doing part 2 to 22 pieces of advice I would give as a 22-year-old. Things I've learned, things I've went through, and if you haven't watched the first video, go watch part 1. Link is in my bio. So we just finished off on the sun fixes a lot of things like your mood, your acne, your hormones, all the things, your sleep. My next one is invest and spend money to make money. So when I say spend money to make money, something I was really good about as a young 18-year-old is I would invest into things that was gonna make my career skyrocket. So really navigate what your career requires. So I would spend my last on lighting, things for castings, things that would help my appearance, because my specific career was heavily based on my appearance and heavily based on online recordings, castings, auditions. So I was like, let me get the best lighting, because I also wanted to be a content creator, influencer. So it's like I spent all my money on lighting and health and appearance. That's all my money went to. So it's like I was never going shopping for clothes. I was never spending on things that I did not need. I had to understand wants versus needs. And that helped me so much. And as also investing, I just recently got into investing, and it's like, if you have money sitting in your savings account, which you should definitely strive to have something in your savings, invest it and set yourself up for your future. Get a retirement plan. Get things going. I also like Acorns. I started using Acorns a couple months back, maybe last year, and I invest a certain amount weekly, and it's like I don't even notice when it comes out, but it's been investing over time when you're not even thinking about it. So be financially responsible. My next one is your biggest regrets will be how you treated people, including yourself. You really want to concentrate your heart. Your heart is going to have a huge impact on the quality of your life, the people around you. You want people to be around you and feel good about themselves. People remember how they feel around you more than they'll remember what car you had, what shoes you had, what you look like. They're going to remember how you made them feel. So make sure that you put emphasis on your heart and also yourself. Don't speak negativity to yourself. Be honest with yourself, but know the difference between constructive criticism and destructive criticism. You can tell yourself things like, hey, I don't like where I'm at right now. I need to make some changes. But you don't need to look in the mirror and say, I'm not worthy, I'm ugly, I'm this, I'm that. No, you don't destruct yourself. You have to uplift yourself and guide yourself to change. Okay, my next one is your biggest regrets. Oh, that's the one I just said. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking at my notes. You will regret not doing the things you wanted to do way more than failing at the things you tried to do. If you live your life just having dreams and passions running through your mind and you don't do anything with that, do you realize how much you're going to regret that when you're older? You're sitting in your rocking chair and you're just shoulda, coulda, woulda. What would have happened if I would have just tried? What would have happened if I just started? You're going to live your life just wondering. And you have no choice now. You have no time. You're almost dead. You're wrinkly and you can't do it and you have no energy. Don't wait until that time. Just do it now. You're young. You have the energy. You have the time. Find the resources. Do it. Do it for future you. And if you fail, y'all, you got to remember, you don't fail. You win or you learn. That's it. Don't even think that you're going to fail, because that's not a thing in this life. Alrighty, so next one. Gratitude goes a long way. I feel like we forget to really sit and think about all the blessings we really do have. We spend so much time focusing on the negative that it's like, oh, I do have all my arms and legs. I can see. I did wake up this morning and someone didn't. Like, I do have a roof over my head. I have clean water to drink. I have food to eat. I'm not starving. Like, there's so many blessings we overlook every single day. And if you can take a moment and sit back and think about all that, like, okay, this isn't going right in my life, but what is all going right in my life? And that will help so much. Like, that has helped me get through so many hard days. Like, just, okay, what do I have that is a blessing? All right, next is appearance is currency. Be presentable when you go out. This is a huge fact. It's sad, but it's also just a fact. Your appearance is currency. How you show up, how you present yourself, how you walk in rooms will dictate how people treat you and respect you. It is a thing. Like a thing. I've noticed it. There's days if I go out in my sweatpants and one sock on, which I used to do in high school. I used to have this mindset of like, I'll go out and not care how I look because I don't care what people think. That's not the way, girl. And I'd go out with food stains on my shirt, one sock on, not matching. No, it's a sign of self-love when you get ready and you go out the way you want to be perceived. Like now, even when I go out, I make sure that I just look presentable. Yes, I might go out in my sweat sometimes if it's a late night run to the store or something, but I'm going to make sure there's no stains on them. I'm going to throw on shoes. I'm not going to wear my bonnet. I'm going to make sure my face is presentable. I'm going to smell good. But it's like always be presentable when you go out. And also, not just for other people, but like you have no idea who you're going to see when you go out. You want to feel confident. Like you want to feel good in your own skin if you have the opportunity to. Like spend that extra time to clean up your face, put a little lip gloss on, and, wear something nice. Like anytime you go out. It's a sign of self-love. Okay, next one. Why not you? Y'all, do not spend your life saying things like, oh, it's a 1 in a million chance. Dang, you know how hard it would be to be the #1 actress or actor? Dang, do you know how hard it would be to be the biggest business, bigger than Walmart and Amazon? That's like a 0.1% chance. Why can't that be you? Like, we always think of like how small the chance is and how rare it is, but someone makes that rareness. Why can't that be you? Like you could be that 1%. And it's like when I got myself into that mindset, like I could be that 1%. Like when I was younger, there was someone that would tell me there's like a 1 in a million chance that you're going to get that casting, that you're going to be a model, that you're going to do this in life. If I would have listened to that person, I would not be where I am today. I wouldn't be where I am today. And it's sad that it is something that goes through our minds all the time. Even subconsciously, sometimes it'll go through my mind like, oh, biggest actress? That's going to be crazy. Bigger than Zendaya, bigger than so-and-so. Like, but why not you? Switch your mindset. All right, next one. Stop giving people control over your emotions. Learn emotional intelligence and regulation. The moment you let someone get you out of character, you've given them too much control. You shouldn't let somebody get you out of character, get you all hyped up. Don't give them that power. You're giving them so much power. Like, why are you putting them on a pedestal? Don't do that. Okay, next one. Date the person, not the potential. This is a huge thing I've had to learn. Like I said in the beginning, like I looked at red flags as like, I think a lot of us do, though. I think that's a pretty universal thing. But it's like, I know personally, when I look back at the guys I've talked to, I've in my mind, I fell in love with who I wanted them to be, not who they were. Like when I look back at the guys I talked to, I really didn't love them. I loved who I altered them into, and I was waiting for it to become real life. And it's like, that's not real. That's unfair to me, and that's unfair to them because I wasn't loving them. And I'd be like, I'm so obsessed with you, and I just love you so much. But in reality, I was obsessed with the made-up version I made in my head. Like, they were not at all what I wanted. And when I look back at it, it's like, why did I even stay so long? Why was I entertaining it? But it's because I was waiting for the change. And the unfortunate fact, it's not unfortunate, it's just a fact. People only change for themselves if they want to change. So me saying things, me trying to do things, that ain't gonna work. They're gonna have to do that on their own. Reaction versus what happened. When I say this, I mean focus on how you react to things, not what things happen to you. You will always be thrown obstacles in life and hardships and things that aren't fair, but it's all about how you react, how you perceive the situation. Be your own person. Have your own opinion, what you like, and stop people pleasing. I used to be a huge people pleaser. I try to accommodate to what other people liked, what other people did, like clubbing. And you know what? As soon as I just started being me and embracing who I was and my personality, and having my own opinion and saying like, yeah, that's totally right to everything people say, it's like, I actually gained more respect. I felt better in my own skin. I felt more confident, and it's like I had better conversations because it's like you're your own person. Like, don't always try to be somebody else or like something just because someone else like it. It's okay if I don't like something. That doesn't make me a bad person or a good person. It's just not my preference. All right, next one. Never downplay who you are and what you want. This is a huge thing that I'm currently still working on is, I've always tried to be that girl that was like low maintenance and try to act like I don't need much, or people cannot give me, like in relationships specifically, not much time or effort or whatever it is, or even in life, I never wanted to ask for help. I never wanted to seem like I needed help, but it's like, I do need help. And in a relationship, I do want certain things. I am high maintenance. I need to be honest with myself. I am extremely high maintenance. I've always tried to downplay it, but I am so high maintenance. And not even in a sense of like I want like super expensive things, but like I'm very particular with how I live my life, products I use, food I put in my body, how I keep up with myself. I am extremely high maintenance. I live a certain life that is high maintenance, and I'm okay with that now. I used to look at that as a bad thing, but it's like it's just me. It's my preference, and if you don't like it, you don't like it. All right, next one. This is we got two more, y'all. Understand constructive criticism versus destructive criticism. Now, I briefly talked about this already. So constructive criticism is very important in life. It's gotten me so far in life. And being able to take it is a very important skill to obtain. But you got to understand there's a difference. Now, it can be you telling yourself or someone else telling you. But there's a difference between constructive and destructive. Like I said in the beginning, it's like it's a difference. Say you're not happy with your body. If you look in the mirror and you're like, you're fat, you're ugly, you're not worthy, what is going on? That is destructive. You're using negativity, and it's like, that's like people who are like, you need to get bullied into changing your lifestyle. You don't need that. You don't need to bully yourself. And what you could do instead is you could look in the mirror and be like, okay, I acknowledge that I'm not happy. I'm going to be honest with myself. I'm not happy with how I look. I'm not happy with my health. I'm not happy with the choices I've been making. And I deserve to feel more confident. I deserve to have a healthier body, a healthier functioning body, better energy, better sleep, better skin. I deserve that because I love myself. And I'm going to make a plan and take action on it. Not because I hate myself, but because I love myself. And you can do this with all aspects of life. Like, I've been lazy. I'm not happy with where I'm at in my career, in my finances. And I can recognize that I've been spending too much time watching TV. That TV show was real good, but you know what? I want this more for myself, and I gotta want this for my future self because I love my future self. So I'm gonna make a plan and take action. I'm gonna sacrifice the TV because I deserve it. Now, on the other half of that, there's people who will try to give you constructive criticism or destructive. When they're belittling you and insulting you and making you feel bad about yourself, that is destructive. You should have someone who's uplifting you and telling you why, this change you would make would put you here. And this is where I want to see you in life. This is where I want to see you shine. But this right here that you're doing is holding you back. That's how someone should be talking to you if they're giving you constructive criticism, because it's coming from a place of love. If it's coming from a place of hate and evil, then they're going to say some horrible things about you. And you might, it's just not going to feel good. So understand the difference. All right, last. The last piece of advice is you are allowed to change. You may have lived a certain life, had certain opinions, certain values, and you might feel like you need to stay a certain way, or like this is how people saw you, or people known you for so long. So it's like, I can't switch it up now. I can't switch up my beliefs. I can't switch up how I live my life. I can't switch up what I say. Yes, you can. You can change at any moment, any second, any time of the day. If you want to grow, if you want to become something bigger, better, you can change at any moment. You do not have to ask permission. You do not have to worry about people being like, "Oh, what happened to this?" I'm different. It's a new day. I'm elevating. I'm growing. That's the old me. We forgetting about her. This is the new me. So don't ever think that you can't change. That's it. All right, y'all. I'm getting passionate, but that is 22 things. 22 pieces of advice I would give. And let me know in the comments if you have anything that you learned in your 20s that you feel like is important for us to know. And thank you guys so much for your support. Make sure you check out my other socials. Make sure you like, subscribe. All right, I love y'all. Bye.